Hey, how you doing today? It's Bruce and Billy with Deep South Sauce Company, and we're going to be doing a Memphis style hot dog and Deep South's own baked beans. So I'm going to get started with the hot dogs Memphis style. So I'm using Hassel Cattle Wagyu beef franks, right? These are just incredible franks. I cooked some the other day at the house, and my next door neighbor, he said this is the best hot dog he ever had. So these are all beef, Wagyu beef franks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4 of these and I'm going to wrap them in bacon. So Memphis style basically means a bacon wrapped beef frank, right, with barbecue sauce, and we're going to be using Deep South barbecue sauce with that. Some of your favorite cheese, we're going to be using Tilbrook cheddar cheese and some scallions. So I'm going to do a bacon wrap here.
So you may notice that bacon is not completely raw, but it's not completely cooked. Bruce and I both agree that when you do bacon wrap, a lot of times the inside of the bacon doesn't get done. So what we like to do is sort of cook it about halfway, make it still pliable so you can wrap it. But this way, when you cook it on the grill, the outside gets crunchy and the inside gets crunchy, so you don't end up with sort of a soggy inside of the bacon there. So.
Yep, so we're also using Compart Duroc pork applewood smoked bacon, right? So you'll notice I've had to use 2 pieces of bacon on these hot dogs because they are big dogs. And what I'm doing is I pre-soak some toothpicks in there because I'm going to put this on the grill. And so we're just going to wrap them up and we're just going to put them directly on the charcoal grill. Now we'll get a little bit of flare up with the bacon grease. But that's all right. We're good with a little bit of char there. And like Billy said, we did kind of par cook these. So I'm looking at, this is the more done side I'm going to put against the hot dog just so we like it done on the inside. I don't know why. That's one thing I've always noticed. If, the bacon wrap scallops and all that stuff, the bacon just never gets done on the inside for me. Although technically it's not bad for you to eat it that way. I just don't prefer it. And we're also going to put these in a brioche bun. I like the brioche bun. We're going to butter it and we're going to toast it off on our flat top over here. The nice thing about these gloves, it's hard to grab the toothpicks. And then I'm just going to take 2 of these franks. I'm just going to score them quickly, and I'm just going to cook those normally because we're just going to eat those. And of course you have to have a good side to go with it. And we're going to do some baked beans here in a minute. There we go. A little more bacon.
Got enough bacon?
Yeah. Looks like we have enough to actually have a taste tester too, which is always good for the cooks.
Can't go wrong with the Compart bacon. Mr. Compart does some great stuff with his pigs.
All right, so I got the toothpicks here again. Billy, I was doing a little bit of research on different types of hot dogs. And of course the Memphis dog, because of the barbecue sauce, the Memphis style and all that. But there were some other really crazy styles out there that I thought were weird. And I'm not going to remember each and every one of them because there are no rules with hot dogs, right?
Nope.
Whatever you want to put on a hot dog is fine. I go to the ballpark, you get your Dodger dog kind of thing. It's the foot long with, for me, just a little mustard, ketchup. We're out of the South every now and then. I head over to the Varsity in Atlanta. And of course, the chili cheese dog with onion over there and a little bit of mustard is what they're famous for. And
cheese, slaw, onions, whatever you want to put on a hot dog is going to make it good.
You got your Chicago dog.
One of my favorites.
With the peppers. The funniest one I looked up was a Tijuana dog, which is also a beef frank, bacon wrapped. And it has grilled peppers, jalapenos, and hot sauce on it, of course. And then there was one out of Seattle that was a hot dog on a bun, cream cheese, sliced raw jalapeno.
A boiled quail's egg, too.
No, that was out of Columbia.
It was Columbia.
Pineapple and quail's egg. So there's no rules with hot dogs. So while I'm watching these, Billy, why don't you tell us about the baked beans?
So this is sort of our take on baked beans, and of course we're going to use our Deep South barbecue sauces. We're going to do both our True Gold, which is our mustard sauce, and we're going to do our original smoke. Bruce and I both like pretty thick baked beans. A lot, barbecue beans are there again are universal as far as what you can put in it. So ours, we have 2 cans of beans, and you can buy Bushes, you can buy whoever you want, right? So we're going to put those in here. We've drained the liquid off of one of these cans because again we like them a little thicker than thin. So that ends up being 2 large cans, about 3 pounds. So we've already cooked off some bacon. We went a little heavy in the bacon. Again, we love bacon. So the recipe that we can put online for you guys is of half a pound of bacon. That's probably closer to a pound, but nobody's going to complain, I don't think, on the set today.
Hey Billy, do you mind if I grab the buns
Yep.
from you real quick? So we're going to use on the hot dogs, we're going to use some brioche buns. I'm just going to butter them and sear them off to get that nice crust on them.
And then this is a half of a sweet onion that we cooked in the bacon fat after we did the bacon. And then we're going to put in some sweet, because anything in the South with barbecue's got to have sweet. It's about a half a cup of brown sugar. And then we get to the sauce. So this is our original smoke from Deep South Sauce Company. We're going to do about 3 or 4 ounces. Hey Bruce, you got a burner over here.
Yep. Thanks, sir. That bacon grease will get you every now and then. Thanks for
And
watching.
then this is our True Gold. So this is our balsamic mustard. It's our South Carolina take. And we're going to do an ounce or so of that. It's going to give it a really nice tang. So we're going to mix this up real quick. Now these are going to cook on the smoker. You can either do them in the oven, you can do them on the smoker. If you do them on the smoker, you're going to get a nice flavor to them. And what you want to do on the smoker is you want to smoke them for about an hour to an hour and a half, somewhere around 300, 350. And then you want to cover them and you just let them cook as long as you want to let them cook. They're going to get a deeper flavor, they're going to get thicker, they're going to get richer the longer you let them cook. So I'm going to go over to swap these off. Bruce, you going to do the buns there?
Yep, we're about
right.
ready on the buns.
I'm going to go swap these out. I'll be back.
While Billy's doing that, I'm going to swap out and get us a nice plate here so we can do the hot dogs. So our buns are about ready as well. I'm going to grab the beans from Billy here in a second. Those other beans are about ready.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let me just take a look at these buns. They're starting to get a nice, look at there, the nice golden brown with the butter. I don't know, for me, just toasting your buns before you put the sandwich in or the hot dog in just completely changes the whole dynamic of the taste. So we got these buns. There we go. I'm going to dress it with the hot dogs here. So that's our bacon wrapped beef frank there. Nice looking beans.
Those are hot.
Yeah, we like doing beans too. Sometimes when we'll put a brisket on, we'll put the beans on with the brisket about halfway through the cook, because the beans can sit there and smoke for several hours.
If you don't like bacon, if you got leftover brisket, they are unbelievably good in the beans. Any kind of smoked meat, we're just big bacon fans.
Yeah, can't go wrong with bacon.
You got a bowl for me?
I do. Ah, these are hot. All right, so we got our hot dogs. We need to cut up some scallions there, Billy. When you get a second. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit of our favorite cheese on it.
You want the greens or the whites on this?
Let's do the whites for the hot dog and the greens for garnish for the thing. So we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of our favorite cheddar style cheese on the dog. Dress it with a little of our original smoked barbecue sauce. Now and then add the scallion, and that's your Memphis style, but of course at Deep South we take it a little further because I like to also add the True Gold on it as well. There you go. A few scallions, drizzle some scallions over those dogs. There we go. And there we have it. We have our Memphis style hot dogs, bacon wrapped beef franks from Hassel Cattle, bacon from Compart, Applewood smoked bacon, your favorite cheddar cheese, some Deep South original smoke, some Deep South True Gold mustard, and some scallions, and of course the Deep South baked beans with bacon, onions, and our sauces in there as well. So
Makes for a good eat, man.
yeah, so this is a great quick. You saw how fast we did it here for a summer afternoon for the kids, quick and easy. It's also a great one for the adults. So thank you for joining us. It's Bruce and Billy with Deep South Sauce Company. We'll see you again.